Who knows that under Collins' shrewd economic management, Ireland would not have experienced the economic doldrums, the unemployment, and the mass immigration that afflicted us for generations. About 20 minutes by road from where I live is the grave of Michael's sister, Kitty. She was a primary teacher in Carragown National School, Bohola, County Mayo. Her home, which is perfectly preserved to this day, is less than 10 minutes' drive from the birthplace of the Land League founder, Michael Davitt. And in a recently published school reunion magazine, I just by accident happened to come across the description of Kitty Collins as follows. Kitty Sheridan, and I quote, nee Collins, was appointed as assistant teacher in Carragown in the early 1900s and became principal later. She retired in the late 1940s. She was from Cork and a sister of the late great Michael Collins. She is remembered as dignified and as generous. She prepared many of her pupils for special occasions like Holy Communion and Confirmation in more than a spiritual way, as she often washed and dressed those who found themselves in a less fortunate situation than most. She was also blessed with a good singing voice and sang in the local church choir. She was married to Joe Sheridan, Bohola, brother of Martin Sheridan, Olympic champion. End of quote. Now, as a matter of interest, Kitty's brother-in-law, Martin Sheridan, is probably the greatest Irish all-round athlete of all times, having won 5 gold Olympic medals for the shot put, the hammer, and the pole vault. He won 12 North American championships and was the holder of 16 world records. And so impressed, in fact, was King Constantine of Greece at Martin's performance in Athens in the Olympics of 1906 that he commissioned a special statue of Martin which stands in one of the main squares in Athens to this day. Unfortunately, he was wearing the signet of the United States. One has to muse, I think, how somebody from Woodfield in West Cork found their way 160 miles up to the heartland of County Mayo and fell in love with a Mayo man. But love transcends all. Can I thank you for your hospitality and your attention? I'm sure that some of you, a lot of you, the older folk in the audience will remember a West Cork man who used to be a regular panellist on the Late Late Show in the days of black and white television by the name of Matt Doolin. And Matt invariably asked any guest to come on the show, but do you not think that the people of West Cork are particularly friendly? And to that question I can say a resounding yes. Not alone particularly friendly, but resilient, brave, proud and Gaelic. But let us remember today, ladies and gentlemen, as well, the men and the women who stood shoulder to shoulder with Collins. Arthur Griffith, Dick Mulcahy, George O'Sullivan, Sean McKeown, Nancy O'Brien, Joe O'Reilly, and the countless others. You nurtured in your midst here in West Cork the greatest of all Irishmen, from Woodfield to London, from London to Dublin, from the GPO to Franga, from Franga back to Dublin, from Dublin to his own beloved West Cork, and from West Cork to posterity.